big up, big up, big up, and welcome to Liverpool 12th Man Show. Let me get everything rocking and rolling here because we are looking at something different for once. It's dramatically different in that Brighton, maybe time at the beach has us reflecting on where and what's going to happen with some of these players' futures. And we're about to see what exactly that is. We have said it. We said it once. We said it before. We'll say it again. Arnie Slot, big up to you, because obviously he does watch Liverpool 12th Man Show. He has put in Federico. Federico, there you go. Here you go. Hello, man. There you go. Fetty's in the house. I see you in the house. And big up High Lord, big up to Callum, big up to those that are joining us. We are looking at a real difference maker of a lineup in that I going into this game, I will admit I was not exactly on any levels of super excited to see what was going to happen at the Amex, because I know I did pick a 2-1 scoreline, but I am intrigued enough just because Chiesa is in the lineup. I am definitely a Chiesa fan, and I am happy to see that he is going to get a start, a well-deserved start. And again, like I said, big up to Arnie Slot for listening to our channel here, one of the few channels out there that have been actually asking for some of these changes and some of these opportunities. So we've got Lee, we've got Brian. Brian is going to be joining us shortly. And we also have you out there as well. Big up Bonkers. I see you, my brother. Big up. It is a big difference. I will admit that there is the substitutes on the bench are going to be Kelleher, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez, by the way. Shout out Joey G. Good to see you back, my brother. Trent Alexander-Arnold. We got Robbo. We got Endo, Curtis Jones, Lucho, and Darweezy, my number 9, Mr. Nunez. So let's share with you. First of all, let's bring a nice little warm welcome to Lee. How you doing, Lee?
Good, yeah. Looking forward to the game now today. See how it all works out, how we're structured, and how certain players do. I think a couple of them have got better. I think Elliott's got a better chance of having a good game than he did at Chelsea. He didn't really get much of a chance to get into the game at Chelsea because it was a bad performance. But with today's lineup, I think he could maybe, have a better game anyway, have a bit more of an impact, maybe get an assist or something like today. But I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, there's plenty to get our teeth into, isn't there, like with that lineup?
Absolutely. Let me see too as well. Whoops, hit the wrong button. The lineup for our opposition is going to be Welbeck, Adingra, Gruda, Minta, Baleba, Ayari, Estupinan, Webster, Van Heck, Viper, and Van Verbruggen and goal. So they're going with an interesting lineup. They're saving some of their high power shot callers, and certainly some of their more defensive players on the bench. Lewis Dunk will be on the bench for defensive probably, but Matoma is on the bench as well. So they're definitely looking to save some of the surprises for later. But Hey, let's get into this really quick. Yeah. Chiesa. Oh, wow. So what we're going to do. Does this change your score prediction? Does this change anything that you had already foreseen? I don't remember what your score prediction was. I don't know if you had if you
Mine was 3-1,
3-1. Okay.
but now I'm thinking more of a Desmond today's result, more of a 2-2.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
That's simple, huh?
Well, yes, I get my predicted lineup was like our strongest lineup, basically, but only with Endo included. Everybody else is like first choice. And
Right.
I moved Sobersley out and brought Endo in and rejigged the
Right.
midfield. But I predicted a 3-1 with that lineup. Looking at this
Mhm.
11, I'm more inclined to go for the score draw.
Okay. Okay. So you're looking at more of a defensive. Looking at more defensive stall. Look, how are you looking at it exactly?
Not a defensive display. I just don't think we'll be as cohesive without our first choice lineup.
I think
We're
yeah.
taking Virgil out, Macher out, um, Diaz out. Um, I think we might not be as cohesive like as a unit, and that
Mhm.
might mean a score draw is probably the best result we could get today. Hey, but I'd love to be proved wrong. Maybe we can turn it on. Maybe they can just slot in seamlessly, these guys today, and we can really take it to Brighton. Take it
Okay.
to them, take it off them, and then keep it away from them. Keep the points in
Mhm.
our pockets. But we'll see anyway. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, big up Cedric, by the way. Big up Hylor. Big up Red Armchair Supporter. I'm excited about it. I'm actually now. I'm like, I'm properly engaged into this game because I mean, like a lot of these games have been, let's be honest with you. For me, lose the draw against Arsenal felt like a loss. The game against Chelsea felt like, obviously was a loss, but it felt like we were just not even at the game, really. I'm hoping that this opportunity, whether it's for Elliott, this is a big, big shot for Elliott too. Let me get this lineup for you guys so you guys can see it in all its glory. Bring it up full screen here. This lineup right here, I like the fact that they even highlighted him as the focal point. You know what I mean? Like as in they gave him the top billing, which is really, really cool. Chiesa. But I mean Elliott on this lineup. Big shot for our boy Ringlets. And also what is really, really good about this as well is that there's a lot of names on that back line that we weren't necessarily expecting. I know I showed you my preview show prediction or preview lineup. I had this lineup pretty much, except for Lucho was in for Cody, but I know that this coach loves Cody Hackbo to the point where even when he's not on, in his form or in his realm, he still ends up putting him into a lot of lineups. So, seeing Cody in there isn't bad though, because I mean, like it also presents something of an interesting twist as a gunman. It will be interesting to see whether Chiesa gets the middle spot or if he's going to be pushed out to the left. I have put out there that I think that eventually, or I had put out there that I think that possibly this coach might try Cody Hackbo as a 9 for us at one point, but we'll see if he keeps him out left or if he does allow for Chiesa to try that middle role that he's allowed for Lucho to play. A lot of like healthy scratches on this lineup too. A lot of healthy scratches. I think one most notable was Maka not being a part of this lineup. McAllister is super important for us when it comes to our organization in the midfield. So it should be interesting to see what we get from Dom, what we get from Grav. It should be very interesting to see what they bring out. What really popped when you saw this lineup? And also, yes, and Hata not being there too was super big as well. The fact that Nunez is there but not Hata is very noticeable.
Nice that Mo's got the captaincy for the day. That's
Okay.
a good one. I think
Okay.
Freddy looks brilliant there in his kit, doesn't he? Looks well sparked there in his kit. So let's hope he has a good game today, that he can provide him with enough balls so he can be in the game, like, and try and affect the game, be in the game. Basically, I hope he can get him enough ball for that, like, and that he features and doesn't get dragged off. Like, just almost give him time to see what he can do. Because I mean, we've waited long enough to see him deployed in the middle, haven't we? We've all been saying for a while, could he not go through the middle, seeing as how Darwin and Jota are not exactly flavour of the month with Slot, and it looks like he's done it today, unless Cody's there. So it should be good. Be good, shouldn't it? It's the midfield that interested me. That's what stood out to me. It was like, if I misread that, I was looking, where's Jones's name? Surely Jones's name is there. Oh, right. I see what you're doing now. Do you know what I mean? But that'll be interesting too, to see how the midfield functions with 2 number 10s in it.
Yeah, I thought that I've put it out there as like that being something as a possibility. I've definitely put it out there as being a possibility. That's kind of the secret to the 4-4-2 is to have just 2
Yeah,
10s.
with Sobbo, he's a big lad, isn't he? And he's very athletic and that, so I can't see they wouldn't be able to play further back in the midfield and do a bit of a different job for the day, like. So hopefully it works out. Yeah. What do you think, Brian?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was saying about the midfield. We were I was just talking about the midfield, like, and just the whole thing. What do you think about the lineup, the 11? What stood out for you when you looked at it, or what surprised you, if anything?
Just a bit names out of the hat, really. It's a bit random. It's a lot of random changes. That's what I see. Yeah, just like someone said the least. Was it said the least hungover player is starting? Yeah, it's a bit of a jumble. It is a bit of a jumble. Lots of changes. Lots of, what did you call it? A healthy scratch. I assume that means someone who isn't injured but isn't in the squad. Is that what you mean by healthy scratch?
Yeah, that's what we call it here. It's like it's
I get it.
Scratch.
I get what it means.
Yeah,
I get what it means. So yeah, Matt gets a night off. Yeah, it's just a bit jumble. Yeah, it's just a bit of a jumble, really. Simical or Kwanzaa and Ibu, Virgil on the bench, Kays through the middle. Yeah, cool. Let's watch it. Let's see what it looks like. Probably won't be seeing that lineup starting the game again. It is real names out of the hat kind of thing.
Strong but weird team, Cedric's saying.
Yeah. Just check. Oh yeah, and Gomez being back is good. So yeah,
Gomez being back is great. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you'll get a few minutes, but it's not often you'll see Virgil on the bench in a Premier League game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. Let's see how it works. Let's see what it looks like, because like I said, it's a completely new set of lineup of players.
Yeah, it is great to see him back. And
I think Lee was saying Salah is captain, is it?
That's what he said. You've got that. And that's cool. Confirmed. I guess maybe because when I saw the lineup, or at least when I saw the starting lineup, I thought to myself, there's a strong shout that maybe Ali gets to be the captain of this team. Salah obviously is an equal opportunity, has an equal opportunity of getting there too. but of being the candidate to be captain of this team as well. But I would have liked to see that. I've seen Salah be the captain of the squad, and we get that. That's what we're talking about, High Lord. I think that it's cool that Salah is captain. I would have liked to have seen maybe Ali be captain. It would have been really cool to see him be captain.
This issue.
Because I can't remember the last time Ali has been the captain to walk the team. I mean, it's a tremendous honor to be the captain to walk your club out, especially when you're going to be getting an honor guard as well, a guard of honor. Excuse me.
Maybe it's a little nod from Arnie Slot to Mo saying thanks for what you did for me this season.
Yeah,
you did an awful lot for
you
me.
deserve it.
I agree with that. So that's not good.
Maybe they fucking rock scissors stones it between them.
They rescissors it. Yeah.
Well, they're in party mode. I mean, they're having barbecues. They're out on yachts.
I don't know if I don't know if Ali drinks or not. That's a good question. But yeah, I don't know if they had to go through. Obviously, Salah doesn't partake in alcohol, so they did like the breath analyzer or something like that, and he won by default maybe because he was like, he was cold sober. So maybe that's the case.
Even the players that drink these days, they hardly drink, do they? Do you know what I mean? They drink so little, like it barely qualifies as drinking.
Especially during the season. Maybe in the off season, but especially during the season, it'd be like 2 bottles of Heineken, and that'd be right, lads, knock it on the head there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I not say policy, but the protocol that goes through that kind of stuff is definitely different. Definitely different nowadays when it comes to partying, the way that some used to party.
That wouldn't be enough to get my little toe drunk, that 2 Budweisers or whatever you said. But, you know.
I've heard there's been some changes. I think it'd be interesting to know, like, were they allowed to basically, you do what you want to do. You're grown men. We're not going to tell you what you do, but you know what's right and what's wrong.
There's that thing, isn't it? Like the players were doing.
I've heard he's made some changes behind the scenes in terms of that kind of stuff that the players have been very happy with. I know, like, it seems to be every manager changes it. Like, it seems to one goes to the other. But like one of them they were talking about was before we played a game at Anfield, every night the team was together in a hotel, and we went.
Now they go from their houses. Yeah,
now they've been allowed to stay at home, and apparently the players are very happy with this. They like that approach; gives them more time with their families. A few little personal touches. I know JK makes a lot of talk about people being sweet. I think the squad is pretty sweet, to be honest. That, you know, they're not everyone's always going to be ecstatically happy all the time. But apparently he's making a few little. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were, you know, basically said, look, you're grown adults. You've got 4 days off, but you also know who you are. So we're not going to say be in bed by 9, but, you know, do the right thing. See you back in training and give them that personal freedom. Like, I mean, I think they'd all be fairly responsible young men, but like we've seen it before, man. As soon as you see a player goes out on the town and gets pissed, it's all over the papers the next day.
Yeah.
So they can't even, you know, they really have to watch what they do.
Especially if they are actually drunk and don't know what to do and hardly, like, you know what I mean? You'll never see that again in the modern era, like, you know what I mean? We used to see pictures of Gaza coming out of a kebab shop looking slaughtered and that, like. But there you go. The world's changed, damn it. Yeah, it was interesting what you brought up there, Brian, about he's done that thing now where they go from home on the match day and the players are liking it. As you said, it's a regime change and he does things slightly differently, doesn't he, Arnie? But this is pleasing that, you know, it's to the liking of the players, or at least some of them, the ones who said it is. It can only be a good thing, can't it, that the players prefer that to actually be in.
As long as you get on with the wife. Yeah, and they're not all married either.
The kids too. You got to throw those in as well.
There's only a couple really that are all married that I think of. Most of them have either are fairly living with somebody kind of thing at least.
Yeah. All right, we are looking at it. See what people are saying. What was it? So Kevin asked me a question here. He said, 12, did you see Arteta's comment? More points than LFC in 2 years. What a dumb comment. Nothing to be proud of. It confirms we went from third to first with less points than Arsenal. It confirms their drop-off. That could be a good shout, actually.
Yeah, it's not really the slam dunk he thinks it is, that one.
I
But I
don't
think
think
we
it
should be
is.
kind to him because he's clearly having some kind of breakdown. I
Yeah,
think we
he's
should
having a
be
bit of a
kind.
moment, isn't he? I hope that
It
brings
is.
him comfort in the lonely, dark hours of the night when
He's
he
clearly
wakes up.
going through a serious crisis of confidence. He'll get another 250 million sorted out in the summer, though, so he should be all right.
Yeah,
I
probably
hope he
so.
blows it. I hope he blows it on crap. It'd be dead funny if he pees it up against the wall on a load of unsuitable players. I mean, they've wasted money quite a few times in recent living memory, especially on Nicholas Pepe. But I mean, there's been others who haven't. I mean, Gabriel Jesus, has he been a success? Has Havertz really been a success? They spent a lot of money. Like, I like Havertz though, but I mean, they have wasted a lot of money, like in recent living memory, Arsenal. So I hope they do it again this summer.
Be good. Be definitely good. Let's see. Arteta, the bridesmaid, is taking his baby steps with the phases. Maybe he will see a trophy in 1,000 years. Maybe. High Lord says 4-2-3-1. Gravenbergs, Basalai, those two, and then Hackbo, Elliott and Salah. Those three, and Chiesa on top. He's got it as okay. He's got Hackbo, Elliott, and Salah. Those three, and Chiesa on top. Okay, I get what you're saying. Elliott in that 10 role. I don't take this seriously, or he doesn't take this seriously, as he said early. It's music for the masses. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Red Armchair Report saying the players with babies probably asking, can they go to the hotel? I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. He's probably like, he's probably like, oh my goodness, I would love to be at the Ritz-Carlton right now. Let's see, or whatever hotel it is. No particular preference, I guess. Let's see what else is there to say. Realism Jarrett says there are international fixtures in the start of June, almost until the FIFA World Cup. So many players in World Cup, Club Cup have no break. I think that's going to be a major. That's a major comment too, by the way. The sheer fact that there are some international fixtures, some that do matter, and the fact that there's this FIFA World Club, because FIFA trying to. It is kind of unfortunate that a lot of these times you have places or things where you have situations where all these organizations are looking for these paydays, basically, whether it's UEFA, whether it's CONCACAF, CONMEBOL, CAF,
Yeah,
FIFA,
we've learned
obviously.
important to them, haven't we, over the years? Like after decades of watching football, like what's really important to FIFA is money above all, and not football. FIFA for the good of the game. The way they use that tagline for the good of the game. F off, will you? You're a bunch of money grabbing swines. That's all there is to it.
Some of them, yes, some of them. I'm not gonna harsh on everyone, because some of them I still have friends there that are still there, actually.
Oh yeah, not all. No, it just mean a lot of the main, like the head on shows that who've been up.
Yeah,
like Platini. But that was UEFA, wasn't it? But FIFA, UEFA, same thing, like. I never
Yeah.
liked Sepp Blatter. I never liked that man. It did laugh me head off that they made a film called United Passions with Tim Roth as Sepp Blatter. I've not seen it, mate. I wouldn't dare.
Right.
But just knowing it existed made me laugh.
Yeah. Yes. If the FIFA receptionist and security at FIFA is listening, those are the opinions of some others on this channel, not me, just so you know, so I can get through the doors. Anyways, but let's see. 92 million is a lot of money, though. I will admit that. It is a lot
Tidy
of
sum,
money.
innit? It's a tidy sum, that.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. And considering that money can go to whatever you want it to go to, whether it's, towards a new facility or towards some players, maybe even towards your own little pockets. Who knows? You're the owners of these teams. It's up to them. Realism Jared is saying, yep, South American World Cup qualifiers. I know that's huge. It's huge. Is Ancelotti, when does Ancelotti take over Brazil, by the way? Do you know when he's going to actually take over the team?
Must be fairly soon. If they're
Me?
in the
Very
middle
soon.
of qualifiers.
And how does and with the Real Madrid thing, like how is that all working out too, by the way? We're definitely gonna talk about the game. Don't worry, guys. I was just wondering real quick if anyone knew what how they're all working a lot of this, this transition, whether it's for Brazil, which is obviously an international powerhouse, or whether it's for Real Madrid, which is a club powerhouse. There's a lot of moving parts there. Ask Trent. I could give a shout. I don't know if Trent likes I don't know if Trent watches our channel too much anymore. But but yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
How do you mean, like? What?
I mean, like, as in, all right, so
Well, Brazil want him immediately because of those qualifiers. They want
exactly.
That's why. So he starts. Excuse me, sorry. He starts there pretty much June 1st, I think. Whatever it is.
Who's taking
before
over for their, because Real Madrid is also in Club World Cup. So I mean, who's going to be
Alonso will be
okay
set up in time to do that. So yeah, it is. Yeah, but that was apparently one of the big things for Brazil, was that they wanted Ancelotti in for these games, because obviously they're so big. But yeah, it's pretty quick turnaround. Pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Alonso's already got to be in there signing Heiss, and it's you're what he get, like a week with these guys, maybe.
That's why I mean, like, that's a lot to ask for, just to say, okay, we're gonna let you. Or obviously they're all behind what he can do, being Xabi Alonso, but the sheer fact that he's going to have to get together a team, put them into the mindset of what he wants to do with going forward, with like the frame of formations and the likes going forward.
It's very not ideal.
Yeah.
Very
not much time.
You'd almost be like kind of saying, like, walking in and going, right, what you were doing last season, that's what we're going to do now for this tournament. I'm just going to do a version of that. And then, because if for example he wanted to do a 3-4-3 like he did at Liverpool, which I don't think he will, but you wouldn't have time. You wouldn't have anywhere near enough time.
Right.
So yeah, you've got to go in and just kind of do that Real Madrid thing where it's not too heavy tactically, it's not overcomplicated. It's just a bunch of really good players, let them do their thing, kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, if he can, imagine if he does, he gets let's just say, for argument's sake, they get knocked out in the group stage of that. It's a hell of a way to start your Madrid career.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. If they get knocked out early, or it doesn't go as swimmingly, they don't look sharp or whatever, how short will the rope be for amount of time that they'll give him?
Oh, it's never long anyway, man. It's never that long anyway. It's everyone there is on a pretty short leash.
Yeah, that should be very interesting to see what happens. And on top of that, it's I'd say would be interesting too is how much of a as you say, how much of a rope does Ancelotti have at Brazil? There's a lot riding on what he does with the team as well. They'll most likely make World Cup, so it's not like they're worried about that. Yeah. But I mean, but still, if they don't come out looking like eventually start showing, resemblances of the Brazil of old, then there'll be some questions to answer there too. But there's some questions that we might see answered here for us, and that is, do we see some goals? Will there be goals? Nalante, big up Nalante joining us. What are your thoughts on today's lineup? What are your thoughts on what we're going to see happen? Big up to you as well.
Yeah, big up everyone in the cut. Yeah, man, it's another day. It's another dawn. Yeah, man, interesting on the lineup. I do big up the chat. I do feel for Kels. I think if she started, I just don't see the point of Allison playing the last couple of games since the title was sealed. I think it's just a waste of time. But apart from that, the back four, yeah, it'd be interesting. I always said Sobel for me is better behind than as a 10. Him next to Grav will be interesting. I always said that could work. I think that plays more to his characteristics. And God, and I mean, let me double check this. Let me check it. Who let Chiesa out? Who let Chiesa out? So we know that Arnie Slot does have a heart. does have a heart, and he
watches the show. He watches the show. That's how I see it.
Yeah, he's been listening to us pleading, hasn't he, Lance? He's been listening to the lot of us pleading, and he's finally relented to give the boys stars.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's true. I think apart from that, yeah, I'm fine. I mean, obviously, like 12 said, maybe, you could have started with a Darwin, but, it is what it is at this point with him. So that's it. I wouldn't have played Mo, but I'm not surprised he's going to play tonight and tomorrow for records and that. And yeah, just hope to see my brother. I told everyone he's back. Joey G, come on and get some minutes on the pitch. And yeah, and then obviously at some point, I think we're going to be clocking down, looking at I know it's going to be distraction. Will Trent come on or not? That's another thing.
It's very big question.
There. Yeah, it's there. I personally think you'll pull him on at some point. I think so, but let's see. But hopefully, whatever happens, the game is we get at least a win. So yeah, interesting.
Very, very interesting for sure.
Big up Reverend Knight.
Shout out Reverend Knight in the house.
Big up Reverend.
That's funny. Yeah. He got out of the basement. He certainly did. I don't know. Maybe he made him a nice little Italiano meal.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Very well done. Very well done. Let's see. Goes to Chiesa. Yes, we could all be looking for a Chiesa hat trick. Does he get on the board? Does he provide? It's a very interesting one. I'm thinking that what we might end up seeing is maybe a budding relationship between Chiesa and Mr. Salah himself. Maybe a little Egyptian and Italian international relations going on to create some type of alliance. Who knows? How about that back line, though? How about for our defense? Let's keep it real. Brighton isn't a poor offensive team. They can put a goal in. Obviously, they've got some very, very talented players. Welbeck is a good player. Matoma's on the bench, but he's still a good player.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Kanate is
it.
going to be. I was just going to finish up by saying Kanate is going to have to show that he is worthy of holding it down today as the steward of that back line. You're going to have obviously not only Kanate, but you're going to have Kwanzaa. You're going to have Bradley, two young. Not saying they're naive, naive or not naive, but
With the young players, aren't they?
yes,
Bradley and Concept, both are.
exactly. And you're going to have Simicast, who doesn't necessarily bring exactly the same defensive fortitude as a Robbo does, but you're going to have a very, very interestingly put together back line. What do you think about our defense, Lee?
Well, yeah, Ibu's the senior man, isn't he, back there? It's up to him to give a good performance today, hopefully, and the rest will come from that. I'm expecting Jarrell to play on the left-hand side in Virgil's place rather than on the right. But, yeah, we'll see what happens defensively. Because they always give you the test, don't they, Brighton? It's never without danger when you play Brighton. Like, they are quite tricky offensively. And they've improved, I think the better side now than what they were a couple of seasons ago. So we'll have to be on our toes, yeah. Needs a good performance if we can get one from the back line today.
Okay. How about for yourself, Brian? What do you think about this back line? Is Ali going to have a lot of work?
Oh, I think he might, mate. Like I said, it seems like names pulled out of a hat. Just very random, very thrown together. Very end of season, and yeah, I hope they're all like. So I think Lee said earlier on, when you got a lineup like this, you're not going to have that natural kind of pass without looking because you know where your mate's going to be, kind of thing. So it could take us a while to get into this game, and they have plenty of attacking techie players like to shoot, like to create chances. So yeah, I reckon Ali. I reckon he could actually have, statistics wise, he could have a busy day, as in like 6, 7, 8 saves, maybe. I think until we get hold of, well, even if we do get a hold of them, but yeah, no, like I said, it's you put it together, you send it out there, and you see what it does because you've never seen it before. But let them play with a bit of freedom, maybe knowing the pressure is off. It might be a good way of doing it. The younger players now, there's no pressure on them. Almost not younger players, but the Kwanzas and the Elliots, there's no pressure on this game. Mind you, it didn't work against Chelsea, but hopefully it's just a good game. And but I think Ali. See, because we were talking about Keller last night, and then when you look at it, that would then make sense. If you're going to put together a back four like that, put an Ali in behind it to give it that at least look of a bit more stability and a bit more. Not that Keller couldn't do it. Maybe that's the thinking. Is if you're going to have a fairly experimental back four like that, if you are going to be, it might take him perhaps maybe just put Ali in there for that bit of extra authority in behind. Maybe that's the thinking on it. If it had been, say, Robbo, Virgil, Ibu, and Bradley, it might have been Keller, if you get my thinking. Maybe. I don't know. Just spitballing, really. Just saying it as it comes to me. But yeah, I think someone was asking earlier on. I think it fits together. It's pretty much what we always do. If you think of like how it's going to line up, just think of what we always do. The lineup we always put out. Just put Sabazlai in where Mac would be. Put Elliot in where Sabazlai would normally be. Put Chiesa in where Jota would be. And you've got Gakpo on the left side, on the right, Chiesa through the middle. You got your three in the middle. You got your back four. I don't think it's that difficult to put it together. That's the way I see it, anyway. It's just Elliot is Sabo today. Sabo is Mac today, and Chiesa is Jota.
Okay. Apparently. What did Trent Alexander-Arnold? I don't know, but I'm not going to get into that. And when you say cousin, are we talking about the girl cousin that does
Ruby Deschamps.
yeah, are you talking about her? Did she say this?
Well,
I'm not saying it was or wasn't, but I'm just asking the question. I don't know if that statement is accurate or not, so I'll have to research it before I even up saying it. Oh, Kevin is saying yes, that is who said it. All right, we'll have to see about that. We'll have to see about that. It'd be interesting what oh yeah, it'd be interesting. I wonder will she make the move to Madrid?
Why
She's
can't
been
I
on
see
that
this?
since she
Huh?
was about 10, Ruby. I think she's about 18 now, isn't she?
She's
I
yeah,
can't see this. What statement are you talking about?
he says something about apparently Trent Alexander-Arnold's cousin on her IG called LFC fans who boo ungrateful and quote unquote victims meant and have a victim's mentality effectively. That's what she's saying. Something along
Who
those
put that
lines.
comment in? I can't see it.
Okay, I'll put it up. Hold on a second. Kevin did. I'll bring it up. That's apparently what. And he said that I asked him if it was Ruby, who's Trent's cousin, who's been with has grown up being
Yeah, what, like the face of LFC. I never knew it was his cousin for years. It was just a little girl on. They have a kids show as well on LFC TV with the kids ask the players questions, etc. And she was on it, and then like I was in the comment section, and someone said, "Oh, you're talking about Trent's cousin?" I said, "Yeah."
Oh, Chelsea.
Yeah,
Okay. It's not Chelsea Grimes, is it? It's not Chelsea Grimes.
no, her name's Ruby
Her name's
Deschamps.
Ruby. Her name's Ruby.
Okay.
Yeah, Ruby
Okay,
Deschamps.
because that's the only one I'm thinking on LFC TV that usually interviews the players, Chelsea Grimes, but I haven't heard of her.
Yeah, she's done some interviews and
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, should we be surprised? Not really. You're gonna,
I'm sort of upset. I like just a cousin, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, you're gonna defend your family. Yeah, your family member. So yeah.
Oh yeah, there's certain words you don't use though, and the V word is one of them.
Yeah, the V word is not the word to use.
You just don't do that.
She especially should know that.
You know what?
That's true.
Everyone knows what that
It's a
means.
bit
So
harsh.
Yeah, that's kind of that. Yeah, that's over the top. But again, I don't know. But there's weird context. Maybe there's certain stuff that we don't know that Liverpool fans have been saying to her, and Trent is over the top. So we have to be balanced with this. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know her.
This is all. Yeah, I'm not saying Kevin's making this up or whatever. This or that. Says it was on Cop. Oh, it was on Cop TV. Kevin's saying. Okay, she does do a lot of. She does do some. I know that AGT is friends with her. She has been on that show a bunch, so she does go in there, and she's able to freak a little bit more more freely than when she's on her obviously LFC TV gig. But I was just wondering too, though, does she maybe, because now she'll be a reminder of Trent Alexander-Arnold going forward with LFC TV. Does she maybe? I don't know if she's going to be sticking around.
Yeah, she's been on it for years because they had like a kids show, where they meet the players and they ask them like stupid questions, like like and that, like, and it'll be like 3 or 4 kids, and I was used to it for years, and then I found out it was Trent's cousin, but it never, obviously it didn't say next to it, when she came on, this is Trent's cousin, you know what I mean? Someone did actually tell me that. Yeah, she got a much stronger Scouse accent than Trent. That's what I like about Ruby.
Yeah, she does have a strong accent, by the way. She does. That I will give you. We'll definitely give you that.
More in line with Curtis's.
Yeah.
Shrill
sound. How about right? Maybe in par with Jeremy Frimpong with his little Scouse accent.
Maybe not.
Well, Nolante is giving us a little breakdown. So is Lee, and so has Brian. But JK is with us too. So let's hear what he has to say. JK, welcome to the show. Also, welcome to the Reds Roll Call, of course. But what is it about this lineup that you're feeling, and does it change your outlook on today's game? What are we seeing? How are we seeing it?
Well, fair play to everyone. Big up the chat and the panel here. Just to see Chiesa there, bro, and sitting down, and I was like, Brian put the post up on WhatsApp for us guys. As soon as I seen Chiesa, I was like, what's going on here? And
boy, like, is that a typo? yeah. You're like, is that someone? It's not April Fools. What the heck is going on? Yeah.
And anyone put a bet on today? Who's the captain for tonight? No one, I don't care, would pick Chiesa. And the guy's captain, man. I'm so happy for that. God knows what's happening.
Wait. Chiesa's captain?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, Chiesa's captain, bro.
No, it can't be.
I just seen it on the Premier League app. I'll just check one more time. I'll go here.
If Chiesa is captain, what?
No, it says Mo's captain.
They've changed it.
Mo.
They've changed it.
It's Mo. I thought so. Yeah.
Okay.
Check.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Actually, let me check if I took a photo screenshot of it. Wait a second. Hopefully I did.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna send it to our group chat. Yeah, and you're gonna see it there, bro. What?
Okay.
All right. We definitely believe you.
I did take a screenshot because I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like,
"Oh wow, what a well done! Definitely, that's well done. Well done."
Yeah, I saw Chiesa's in the team and he's captain. I was like, I got a screenshot that, and I did. But he ain't captain. Oh, okay, so I was doing it. But
he is not lying, by the way. There is a C by his name.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've seen it. No, fair play. Jay, but obviously, whoever done that, they didn't really do the due diligence.
I mean, when I originally took a look at the lineup, it was they had as a 4-1-4-1 as being our lineup. I was like a 4-1-4-1. Okay, yeah, all right. We'll see about that. But
McAllister's not even in the squad, is he? Then no.
He's
he
not.
lost his passport. Jay. He's still out in July. He lost his passport.
Yeah.
They called the ball not being in the squad.
He's having an extra week on the margaritas.
Ain't bad. Yeah, Dubai hits differently. I hear. I've never been to Dubai. Would like to see what it's about.
One place I don't really want to go.
I don't
know what it is.
Let me see if I can save this too. Oh,
fake country.
I'm gonna share with this real quick. We've got about 10 minutes before 10 minutes before game time. Let me pull this up here. All right. For those that thought that JK was hanging out with Smokey and for a late night. Here you go. This is what he saw right here. Actually, you know what? I need Brian. If you could take down the oh wait, I could take it down. My fault. This is what he had. You can see the little captain's thing right next to his name.
There you go, bro.
That is what it is. That is what it is. Yeah. And that is, I do recognize the I'll make it a little bigger. Captain. They were getting way ahead of themselves. They're like, what? Chiesa's in there. Captain that guy.
He's up. Yeah. He's absolute. He's just nonsense.
They're like, he needs to get him in. We don't need no Salah. We don't need no Ali as our captain. We get Chiesa as our captain. He made an Italian dinner for everyone. Everyone.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Yeah.
Everyone's
He
like,
was
yeah,
cooking.
he was cooking.
He
Hope
was
he cooks today
cooking.
on the pitch.
Definitely so. I agree with that completely.
I'm telling you now, bro. Arnie Slot watches our shows because every time we say something happens with that player.
If anyone else said it, I think they were joking. When JK said it, I think he actually believes it.
Smokey
Keeper
believes it.
chef. Here you go.
We
There you
need
go.
Smokey as a club mascot on the pitch today in a little LFC overcoat. You know, them little coats. with
Yeah,
dogs on.
I think Smokey's in the background. He's saying win. He's like, win the dog. I'm Smokey. There you go. See, he just said it. I don't know if that's Coco or Smokey in the background, but
It ain't Coco.
it's not Coco. Okay, got you.
Coco's
No, she's very sick. Very sick
Yeah?
dog.
Okay.
I hope she's all right, man.
Yeah, I hope
That's
that she's
Coco.
okay.
I'm sure it's better.
So we are, like I said, about 7 minutes away from kickoff. 7-8 minutes, something like that. Again, any quick, if you're in the chat, I know that you guys put in your score predictions yesterday. Any updates you want to put? Tell me right now before we get just rocking and rolling. We'll go
I'd
through.
be nice to be predicted score because the lineup is radically different to my predicted lineup. I think.
Yeah, so let's hear it again.
I'm saying
Refresh.
Something in my mind told me to predict a lineup where he went really strong today and just picked like all his best players pretty much, but he hasn't done that. So I don't think we'll win 3-1 now as a result. I think it's more likely to be a score draw this match today.
So you have it as a draw. You have a Desmond. Is that what you said?
I'm going to go for a 3-3. I'm going to go for more than a Desmond.
Okay.
I'm going to go further than a Desmond and go for a 3-3.
Okay. How about for you, Nolante? Nolante. Lost your mic, maybe. Nolante's. How about for you, JK? Nolante will be right back, I'm sure.
I'm going to stick with the 3-2. I think it's going to might be a bit of a mad one. Hopefully, Chiesa and Salah just go all out.
Okay.
Good. Like the midfield, Szoboszlai is there, Gravenberch is there. So, yeah.
Okay. How about 3-2? I saw a 4-4 from Alexander. Okay. Bonkers has it 3-1. Okay. Take back in. Nolante, how about for you? You have a revision to your score prediction, or do you want to stick with what you went with yesterday?
Yeah, I'll stick with 1-0 and I'll say 3-2.
3-2. Okay. And Brian.
Haven't seen the back line. I will go 3-3.
3-3. Goosh. All right. All over the place. 3-0
Up with Desmond.
is Bernie. What's that?
That's a drunk Desmond. No, a 3-3 is a drunk Desmond.
Yeah, no. Brian's up the score. The drunk. Yeah, Desmond. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Drunk Desmond. Bottles all around.
Yeah, bottles all around for sure. 2-1. Cedric has it. Okay. All right. What other scores we have in there? Any other score predictions? The Desmond. I don't. Yeah. Is that such a thing? The Desmond 3-3.
It is now.
It is now. I think. Yeah. That's Desmond Senior. Maybe that's like his dad, his granddad or something.
Oh, it's a good one. See, new contact every day.
Yeah,
copyrighted.
Well, his son is 1-1, right? I guess. So,
yeah,
that's a junior, Desmond.
That's the junior, right?
I like this. I like where this is going now. This is all copyrighted now. Copyright these guys.
All right, people. We are going Desmond 3-2. Got you. We are going to let you guys get settled in for wherever you are going to be watching this game. I know it's going to be an interesting one at the Amex. We know that there's a lot of things riding on this game for Brighton. They still have something worthy to play for. So this game won't be an easy one. It never is at the Amex. So I'm hoping that we can overcome whatever it is that we're going to be seeing today and get one over the line for us. So it's definitely going to be a ride for sure. So we will be on the other side of this game. I almost was going to do a watch along, but it's a little bit too much to put together. So I'm not certain who's doing a watch along. I'm not sure if Beijing Reds or any of those guys are doing a watch along since it's a midday. Sometimes these midday, midweek, or midday during the work week. Sometimes they don't necessarily do those. So hopefully we will see you wherever you are. We'll see you on the other side, hopefully with some happy faces, maybe hopefully with a stomach full of pasta, because we got or maybe not even pasta. Let's go with some tiramisu. How about that? Some tiramisu. That's good. And hopefully Chiesa has something for us today. And hopefully Ringlets can get his party on a little bit here and there. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. Big up to every one of you. Let's see you on the other side of this show. Everybody want to say quick peace out, guys? Lee, real quick. You got like 1 minute? No, not on cue. Good. All right. Lante, you got
good luck, everyone.
All right, there you go. Lante, you want to say a little shout real quick?
See you on the other side. Joey to come on, please.
All right. Joey G gets a goal today, maybe. Oh, wow. I like that one. And how about for you, Brian, real quick?
No, stay care. See, make sure you tune in for the post-match and talk about them.
All right. And JK?
Yep. I just enjoyed the game, people. Last away game of the season, so I hope we get a win.
Definitely.
Press the like on the button on the show.
Sounds good. All right, guys. We will be with you, Joey G. Hopefully you're with us and you get a goal today. It'd be great to see you do so. But other than that, people, up the Reds each and every time. We'll see you back after the game. Take care and definitely be safe out there for sure. Definitely be safe. See you soon.